Hey guys, it's me Punam from Khao and today I'm going to be showing you how to make peri peri pasta.
Don't forget to like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really delicious and quite spicy pasta with peri peri chilies. Let's have a look at the ingredients. So for roasting, I've got tomatoes, red capsicum pepper, a red chili. It's not a spicy one, but it adds a really lovely flavour. I'm using garlic. Seasoning, I'm using oregano, parsley, fresh basil leaves, ground black pepper, peri peri chili powder, salt to taste. And for my choice of pasta today, I've got penne, but you can use any that you prefer. As well as the dry oregano, I've also got some fresh oregano that I'm going to be using, and I've got about 2 sprigs of that here. We're going to start by boiling the pasta. You want to add boiled water, salt, and a few drops of oil to the boiling water, and then cook it according to the package ingredients. Your pasta is cooked, remove it from the water, and you want to save some of this water because we're going to use it in our sauce, because what the boiling the pasta does is it creates a starch in the water, so we want that to create a little bit of thickness to our sauce. So what I'm going to do is when I've taken my pasta out of the water, I'm going to add a few spoonfuls of that pasta water to the pasta and put that aside. For roasting, I've just sliced my tomatoes in half so they're ready to be added to the pan. Next, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to my roasting pan, and I'm going to place this on a medium heat, and then I'm going to add all of my ingredients, including the red pepper, the tomatoes, the garlic, and the red chili that I've got. I brush the top of my veggies with some olive oil, and then I'm going to let these roast on the bottom, and then I'm going to give it a few minutes and let it sizzle in the pan, and then I'm going to keep turning them every so few minutes. It roughly takes just under 10 minutes for all of the vegetables to cook quite nicely and become quite soft. It's quite important to get this nice char on them as well, because that's what adds a really lovely flavour to it. Once all my vegetables are cooked, I'm going to turn off the heat and then add a tablespoon or a spoonful of the pasta water into the pan. This is going to lift off all of the caramelized flavors in the pan. You don't need too much, just a little bit to give it that lovely kick and flavor. And then these are all going to go into a blender, including the water, so that we have a really nice smooth pureed sauce. This next step can be avoided. I just like to do this because I like my sauce to be really smooth, but I usually like to sieve through any seeds, and also sometimes you can get a little bit of the fleshy part of the tomato or the peppers, which I like to just sift through and remove and separate from my sauce. If you don't have too much time, you can skip this step. Now on to cooking our sauce. To a large pan, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. This I'm going to add a sprinkle of fresh pepper, my sprigs of oregano, and a little bit of parsley. Heats up so quickly, you can now straight away add your tomato sauce to this. So I'm going to pour all of that through nicely and give it a stir. Now it's time to season, so I'm adding my salt, a teaspoon of dried parsley, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, and 2 teaspoons of peri peri chili powder. I have got this one freshly from Portugal. If you are able to get something like this, then go ahead, but otherwise you are able to use crushed up dried chili flakes as well, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Now give the sauce a really good mix and let it boil, and we want to just cook through all of these herbs into the tomatoes. Allow your sauce to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes until it starts to really thicken up and you see the water evaporating, and now it's time to add our pasta. Because our vegetables were already roasted, we don't really need to cook the sauce for too long, which is why this sauce is really great. Give the pasta a really good mix so that the sauce is coated over all of the pasta, and then just before we switch off the gas, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. After 5 minutes you can switch off the heat, and then we're ready to serve. Place it in a bowl or in serving bowls, and finish off with some freshly sliced basil and oregano I've used as well, and you can add cheese to this if you like, and enjoy. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Thanks, and see you soon.